network marketing. Is it a pyramid scheme? Should we run for the hills? Should we do everything within our power to never buy a product from a network marketer? I'm Tash Kenworthy and I'm gonna answer these questions today. So first up, let's talk about experiences of business and why we need to understand that if we've had a bad experience, it might not actually be network marketing in and of itself that's the problem. So just imagine you're in a restaurant and you've had like the worst possible service, like they've got your order wrong, there's like a fly in the wine, the food is cold, the bill is twice the amount it should have been, and you just are, you've had it, that is it. There's no tip and you are never setting foot in that restaurant again. You wouldn't think all restaurants are like that. You wouldn't think all hostesses or hosts give that kind of level of service. You would perhaps never want to go back to that particular person that served you. They maybe were having a really bad day, but you know that that doesn't mean that all restaurants are going to give you the same experience. And I believe that it's the same with network marketing. So maybe if you have got a really good reason to not like it, I understand. I've heard lots of stories and I know that does happen. But let's look at the actual business and what it actually is so that you can make a really informed decision for yourself. So first of all, let's look at business in general. So if you had a normal job, usually you have at the top your CEO and then they employ like maybe managers or executive managers, and then at the bottom you have your employees. So all jobs have this kind of hierarchy of experience, and the person at the top usually is the person that's taken the most risk. They've worked the hardest, they cared the most to get there, and the other people are being employed. You know, they get their sick pay, they get paid even if they're not effective. They're going to take home a nice paycheck and they have that job security. But if they didn't turn up to work, maybe they'd be looking at getting fired, and they by no means could just decide to go traveling for 6 months around the world. They would not have a job waiting for them when they came back, right? They're basically working that job until they can afford to retire. So that's a job. And now let's look at a business. If you were maybe wanting to set up your own home business, so you are going to be looking at the cost of starting up a business. So for example, you're going to need product, you're going to need advertising, you might even need to employ a business coach. I know I paid a lot for my business coach when I was getting my massage therapy business from this room. I used to do my massage therapy business in this room to a building, and I was finding other therapists to work with me so I could just take a 6-month break. And just let you know, I didn't make any money in that 6 months. I basically just broke even by the skin of my teeth, and it was so incredibly stressful. But you have a startup fee, you might have to employ people and pay rent and have all these fees. There's a lot of investment. Now your rewards might be sweet, but most small businesses only last 3 to 5 years. And most small businesses don't turn a profit for the first 3 years. So it has its challenges in its own way. Now let's just jump in and look at network marketing and see what all the fuss is with that. So I'm going to be brutally honest about it, and I'm going to lay it out on the table and tell you everything. So you actually pay to do this job. That's right. You pay to do network marketing. Now, don't worry, eventually you do make money. But when you first begin, you're paying to do this as a career. You're buying your products and you're buying some extra products to share with people, because that's how it works. Any network marketing company worth its salt is going to have a killer product that's going to really make a difference to somebody's life. And once they experience it and understand the benefits and have some education on how to implement it into their lives, they're going to really enjoy it and they're going to want to go back for more. And that's how it works. But to begin with, that takes a little bit of time. So for a while, you're actually going to be paying to do this business. You're going to be investing your time, you're going to be investing your money and you are going to have zero rewards to begin with. But this business suits people that want a low setup cost. I'm not talking about thousands of pounds for a business mentor and another £1,000 to set up a venue and to employ staff and do training in your field of expertise. I'm just talking about buying some products. It's really quite a low investment if you really think about it. But investment it is, and also your time that you will freely give. Because when you have a network marketing business, you are in charge. You are the CEO of your business, and you will always be at the top of your business. And therefore, you will always be the one that cares the most. You will always be the one that pushes yourself. No one else is going to push you. And you will always be the one that puts the hard work in to start with. Now, it's also called the 4-year career because typically it's going to take some time to establish a really solid foundation where you could, if you wanted to, go traveling for 6 months around the world and still be getting paid and have your job, or whatever you want to call it, network marketing business, waiting for you when you get back. In fact, it kind of travels with you. It's pretty cool. So this really suits people that are willing to invest their money and their time into making something special, and that they have the ability to stick at something, to be consistent, to do the things that get results, even when the rewards aren't coming instantly, even when the rewards are delayed. Sometimes the delay is longer for other people. It really depends on how hard you work and how effective your efforts are. But that's network marketing. It's my favorite business model. I absolutely love it, and I'm really excited to be calling myself a network marketing professional.